Okay, now just keep talking and waving your hands and so on like that.
How much of them can you get in?
It'll pick up every word you say.
Including yours.
In mine.
Show everybody how many trips they made to the snack table.
Right.
Maybe we should have put it behind.
Yeah, so he couldn't get it.
Oh, there goes Beth.
We should have put it that way.
Gee, I don't hear a word.
Then there's one more. Can't get in on the conversation.
Where's the beer?
There's a couple of nurses.
Now that the camera's on it.
Martha, are there any salt on those chips?
Yes.
What are you doing? Drinking that soda,
Yeah.
boy?
Yeah, there are.
Salt?
The cherry one, David, is hers, not the raspberry.
I think these have it on.
What, she?
It's only water.
You drink that a lot?
Yeah?
You like it?
Yeah. You find it? There's ice in there.
Good HANNULA.
Miller's not even a light.
So I told David, I said, that's when I know he's getting old, when we're looking for him, he picks up the bottle.
Perrier.
I can't even
Perrier.
back anymore.
I know by the case, yeah.
We've had it since I had you bought it night before.
Because it was.
You had to keep on getting it. Two of them.
Where? Oh, this snack is open.
Yeah, I'll make you drink one.
Oh, yeah, we have the big ones. We have the really nice ones. Okay.
So we're close ones, huh, Tanya?
My bar relation.
Far relation.
Some far relation.
Some far relation, that's all I got out.
We were living there and Falklands were living there. And they were, my Uncle Mutty and Hemming both were taking a long time in the barn. Finally they closed the door, the big hay barn door. And when they closed the hay barn door, the little cat place that door on the bottom. So I put my head down in there and raised the door, and I saw my Uncle Mutty coming around the corner, and he had a shovel in his hand. I could see there was something soft in the on the shovel, and knowing Mutty what he was, I gave my place up to Falkland, and he put his head in there, and just at that time he got it.
You knew what you were doing, in other words, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but by that time, Mutty and myself, we had to skip out into the woods. We stayed there all night, practically all day.
How old were you?
Oh, I was about. That happened about 1917 in the fall. So I was about
12 years. And who had the first, chance of going into the sauna? Tell that story.
Well, there were a lot of old lumber camp boards around there. Uncle Mutt and Hemming, he both said that they had gone long enough without a sauna. They were going to build one out there near the well. Well, we got the sauna built in no time with the kids and everybody helping. And course, we had to build a skewers that they finished two out of bare rock. And we put a top on of water on top of that thing to heat hot water with. And that was my job to keep the fire going under the skewers. And along came Mr. Gale. He was a Yankee farmer from near there, and about a mile down from us. And he saw of course, the smoke was coming out of every crack and crevice in the barn. I mean, the sauna. There was no chimney on it. Smoke had to get out somehow. And he said, "Your shed is on fire, boy." I said, "Yeah, I know, I know. Well, let's go tell your father." We ran into the house, and
You get an inferno going.
and Dad already had 2 or 3 of his companions there who were going to go to sauna after we got the place heated up. And they were having coffee. And Gail walked in and said, "Mr. Hannula, your barn is, your shed is on fire. One you just built." My father says, "Well, Mr. Gale," he says, "come down and sit down and have a cup of coffee."
Don't worry about the shed, huh?
And Gale, he goes up, he says, "These Finns, they must be really crazy." But that evening, then when they started the fire, we had about 7 or 8 men in there. The families all came down there, and we kids were playing out in the field. And the fellows, of course, were in the bathroom, in the shower. We could hear singing and everything else, and they were having a grand old time. And all of a sudden, there was a commotion. The brickwork in the skewers had broken in half and tipped a whole tub of water onto the hot rocks. So it must have been a real inferno inside there. And them fellas came out through that door, I'm telling you. Everybody was running around the...
Did they land in the hospital?
They were all naked, you know. The woman came out, and what was all the commotion? Us kids, we kept egging it on, you know. We started to throw our clothes off and out in the occasion. There was quite a number of us, and if you ever been to a Finn family, you know there's always a lot of kids. But it was a grand old time.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Very good. I've asked Clara to, if somebody has a tape recorder, he could start telling these stories over, and they could be taped and written down. If he wants to write them, he could write them down. And Gene has nothing else to do now but just to think and reminisce. Okay? We're up to camp. Uncle Butch had a boil in his rear end. My mother had it there. He built a car, one of the racing cars, an old Model T, and they had a big picnic on the, I don't know if you were, Bitcherville Hall there, where there's a crossroads there. And there was a band concert there and everything else, and he drove by with a couple of other fellows on the car, and they got past the hall, and they crashed into a tree. The band came up the street marching, and he came to the camp with broken ribs. And there was Reno with boil on his rear. He had to be held. And it was about 95 degrees in the camp. And I guess there was other things there. I think I had the gout in one leg.
And there
My
were
mother used...
no x-rays in those days.
No.
So you either got better or not, huh?
Right.
That's right.
You should write this all down or copy it down on a tape somewhere, okay?
You could write a better book than Reno.
It would have more laughs in it.
Yeah, I think so. You could help, Tamil could help you remember. The ones you don't remember, he'll remember. The ones you don't want to
You
tell
know, the
us, he'll
steam guy thing,
remember.
I got to tell you a little secret. These fellows, they were about 12, 13, 10 to 11, whatever, and they were arguing with my uncles, the ones that were here from Finland, who's going to have the first bat, you know?
That's
And
the
of
one he
course-
was telling, but his version is,
Yeah, he's
is
different,
different.
see? But this is the version I heard. I was too young to, you know, be part of it. And, of course, the old timers won out. They weren't old at that time. They were young fellas, about
Like
18,
these?
19, 20 years old or something. Younger than them, sure. And, well, they were in there, and the stones caved in. And all this hot water went over it. And be stupid as Finns usually are, the door into the sauna opened inwards, right? And the stones rolled over against the door so they couldn't open the door. And the Finns made a little window, you know, that's all they had, a little window like that. And they were trying to bang on the windows, and these kids are out there just making faces at it.
They wouldn't, in other words, they didn't help them.
I guess eventually they broke the window and got some air in the place and so on, and were able to get out. Well, that's two versions of the story. I don't know which one is true. I think my version is true, because Honey told me about it.
How about your mom?
Oh, and there was only Abo and myself that were really spankable at that time. And I don't know what my mother was cooking, making some donuts at the table, and Abo did something or the other. I don't remember what it was. And my mother says, well, we'll have to give you a licking for that. Abo started out the door, my mother after.
Was she fast?
And I followed them to see what the whole commotion was going to be all about. We got out there, and my mother had already caught
Audible.
And my mother then said, go out in the woods, and there were some birch twigs out there. He said, go get 2 or 3 birch twigs, he said, and scrape the leaves all off. I'm going to give Abo a licking. So after I brought her the switches and gave them to her, she pulled Abo's pants down and started to, and it went like that. She just barely flicked him a little. And then he looked at Abo and said, cry already, cry already.
Cry. The sooner you cried, it stops.
Yeah. Abo didn't say a word. He just stood there and cry already. Finally, my mother took the apron she had on, and she done all the crying.
If you knew it, you'd believe it.
What about the time that the wagon went over Uncle Reno's head?
Well, it's a racing car again.
That was a racing car.
Well, that's what the other thing was that day. It was a hot day, you know.
That was
I
kind
remember
of
hearing that.
The ear was half ripped off, and you know, yeah. And
Well, we said, now we know what happened to him.
Yeah, we all walked in and ate donuts then.
a bad bunch of kids. You all turned out all right, but
Some of them did, I guess.
You guys think
you all
about it.
did.
average, you know.
Some of the bads I hear about, I'm mild.
One thing I remember
Oh,
hearing
what my
from Mother
father
Baker in
was.
the church when I moved
The only trouble with us, we were born too soon. You know, if we would have born in the affluent society like now, you know, actually.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have had all those good times.
Oh, we had that for us in 19,
Different times, right?
right after the war in 1920.
Those were tough years.
1919. No, they were real
They were the good years.
Not me. We got hold of, we were in the fish business, and we sold fish as much as anybody ever sold in Gardner.
That's a
I
pallet.
think we sold more than a ton a week, a lot of, a good many weeks. And I had the wagon in our boarding houses and stores and every place else. We got fish from Buffalo, New York, and from Brooklyn, Sun, and Boston.
You mean it came from there?
Well, they were wholesalers.
Oh.
So we had all kinds of fresh fish, you know. We really made some money there for a couple of years until the chain stores came. Then the chain stores cut the price. And the ladies started to all go to work. They didn't stay at home anymore.
They couldn't afford to stay at home.
Gotta go to a better class of school.
They had to go to work.
You know, when you go into the store and you buy some meat, fish, you know, you said $5.99, $6.99, $7.99 a pound. And I remember my father getting on the phone Monday morning, calling Boston. How much you had it today? And Mr. Russo would say 3 cents a pound. My father would say 2.5. They agree on 2 3/4. Okay? And you could buy even whitefish from Canada. And it used to be 3 4 cents a pound. Mackerel, I guess they threw it in for nothing. Yeah. And service was so good that when he called up Monday morning at 3 4 o'clock in the afternoon, the Railway Express used to come with the truck, the barrels loaded with ice and fish right into the backyard. And the big barrels, they used to weigh 200 300 pounds. And those of you who met, generally the great-grandfather would clean the fish and you know, slice all the haddock up and everything else. And he had a special Model T truck outfitted with a box and where he could put ice and stuff into it. And he used to go down the street in the Finnish neighborhoods and holler, "Kalamies, kalamies," you know, and the women would come out with their dishes and he'd put the fish on there and weigh it up and so on. And I used to go for
Eat the fish if they had to buy the whole thing.
no, they were steaks and fillets, whatever you wanted. Oh yeah, he used to do a nice job. Yeah. And then all the heads and everything else that he had left over, they used to go up to the camp in Hubbardston. And then you could go there in the evening in the fall and shoot all the skunks you want. They used to come and eat all the stuff off the field.
They bury them?
Well, by bury them, the animals would eat them. Yeah.
We're going to shoot a skunk and have it stick around.
Judy, Uncle Lance, Judy.
The what?
Uncle Lance said you got one card of your body in there.
Oh.
Said your blood's in there.
Wow. We had fish every meal. We had fish. Of course, we had something else, but fish was on the table every meal. Yeah.
That's where all the brains come from.
Yeah.
That have come down in this generation. That,
That's the gray matter. It's true. Still true.
yeah, so true. Fish is good. Not if you can help it, huh?
That's your problem, right?
Tuna fish, I guess, is about as far as it goes.
Don't talk about me about it.
I like
Yeah, chicken fish, bacon grill.
bake the broil, chicken fish, bake the broil. You like fried lunch? Eat fried lunch?
after flying. Chicken fish, bacon grill.
Girl doing that diet there, chicken fish, bake the broil.
Campbell had a good fishing trip up in Oregon. That's where Gene is now. They fished right off the dock and got these great big, what do you call them?
Lake trout.
Lake trout. Just 12 to 15 inches. Just as nice pink meat in them. Take them up and skin them, throw them in the frying pan.
I trolled every day all around the lake, nothing. Then I said, I'm going to stay right here where the boat is docked. And I put it there, and sure enough, I was there about 20 minutes. I had 6 of them right away. Then everybody started coming there.
Everybody found out that was these spots.
Speaking of saunas, my neighbor's got a sauna right now, mowing the lawn one Sunday afternoon, about 3 in the afternoon. He hears this whistle.
Little food, huh?
I look over and there's 4 guys coming out of the sauna. They all giving me the moon across the field. Crazy. They come out, walk in the field, nothing on. They get up to the house.
They've got another Frenchman relative here.
We resent that.
Okay?
I can start?
Is it going?
Yeah.
Blinking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen to this one, Grandpa.
You're on camera.
Grandpa, you listening?
Grandpa.
Grandpa?
Listening? Judy's
Are you listening?
Over here.
Listen to Judy. She's got
Over
a
here.
story.
I remember going up your house one day. You were laying out in the sun in your underwear. And then you started walking around the yard, and I was so upset I dragged you back in the house and said, Grandpa, don't run around in your underwear.
We got a flasher on North Main Street? Huh? The flasher on non-Main Street? We got a flasher on North Main Street.
No, it's under shorts. Showing off your tan.
Let's go back home. I'll put your pants on. Don't walk
Okay.
Very good.
Was when we had a strawberry patch, and my father would always wonder why the strawberries weren't ripe, and it was because we'd always go out and just eat them right in the patch, and he'd think they were supposed to be ripe, but we'd already eaten them before he got in.
See, now you had a confession. You didn't hear that, did you? She's the one that stole all your
They
strawberries.
had the old Model T Ford, and they went, I think Grammy went down to get Grandpa from work, and she didn't have quite enough gas, so they had to take, instead of driving up straight, they had to turn the car around, and they backed up the whole way so they have enough gas to make it up the hill.
Oh, yeah, that wasn't facts.
They should have bought dry gas like I did.
You know where that hill is behind Scotland?
Not Massachusetts.
No, there's a smaller hill than that.
No,
And then they came up.
I thought it was in Templeton by the Kona Fall there as you went up the...
We were
Right.
down the... I guess we had gone down to see hills. I mean,
Esther.
yeah.
He'll straighten you out, Martha.
Yeah, he has a better memory than I do. There was quite a few stories they used to all tell us. I remember the one thing though, when we went fishing up in Canada, and he had his best fishing pole sticking by the car, and then all of a sudden Victor went to get in the car and the door closed and the fishing pole went in, and that was the quietest ride we ever took. Nobody dared say anything. All of us were sitting there, you know, was it?
What about the time you were on vacation and you lost your shoes?
Oh yeah, and I remember in Michigan, they stopped and we had to go to take a pee, right? And of course Bobby and I always had the ones that never put our shoes on in the car. And we got out, and then we got back in, and then we went to visit Mom's relatives in Detroit. I only had one shoe. So they said, okay, you lost your shoe, you can't get another pair of shoes till you get home, so I had to go barefoot the whole time. Okay, who's next? You must have some fishing stories.
Comes to different parties, huh?
And we had my nephew John with us, and we were fishing, and he caught a pike that was probably about that tall. It was a muskie pike. I remember my father used to tell us not to troll our hands in the water of the boat because the muskies would, you know, take your fingers off. But this fish was actually probably the biggest fish I ever seen anybody catch, and my little nephew had it on. And I was the one who lost it with the net.
We always lose the nice ones, right?
Oh, this fish was so big it didn't even fit in the net when I tried to scoop it out. That was the biggest fish we ever saw, right?
So it wasn't bigger? Well, that's the fish, isn't it?
What I like is when you're on the boat with him.
You have to get over there, yeah.
When you go fishing with him, you get the honors of rowing the boat. There ain't no fish here. Let's move. Take the fish pole, move it out. Move, let's go. There's nothing here.
But the time we tipped over down in...
The Ware River. Yeah, you tipped it over.
No, not
Down at Moose Hide Pond one night when we were fishing.
Pond, yeah.
Yeah, that was you and David, but you did it over there in the Ware River with me, remember?
Well, you deserved it.
Yeah, we were only small, me and John. We couldn't even swim yet, but we had life preservers on. And Victor had a big pickerel on, and he got excited and he stood up on the side of the boat. Boat flipped over, and it was
all four of them swimming around the boat.
It was September or October. It was cold, and it was nighttime, and we ended up in the water.
I remember that because Mom and I came after you afterwards.
And that's the first time I ever had a drink of whiskey.
Uh-oh, confessions.
Yeah, that night we slept up the campground up there at Lake George, that big thunderstorm, up in the tent.
Oh, yeah.
It was really, we had that old model, that old 47 Ford.
Yeah.
That's for
When we were up, where was it?
I'll take the water.
Ontario, it was Ontario.
Yeah. We rented that boat up there.
The wind was blowing so hard. We started from here to avoid that tornado, and that tornado went around, came, Louisiana, and up through Indiana and those states and back into Kingston. That's where we were fishing. We stayed there that night. We had to stay out in the field because the trees were all
falling down.
They wouldn't let anybody stay in their tent.
I remember the honesty you taught me of fishing with Earl Thayer one time when you guys found that the stocking truck had just left off all the trout. You came and got me and Noel and Sarah so that we could each catch 12. And we loaded the car up, we went home and went back again that day.
Yeah, how many times did we go fishing that day?
Well, I want to tell you a story about a fellow that has sis who is very stubborn. Right? My father and mother said to him one day, you better clean out the cellar. We had a 2-ton truck, 1.5-ton truck at the time. When he got through cleaning that cellar, my bicycle was gone, my mother's 400 canning jars were gone. There was nothing in the cellar. It was clean. Everything had gone to the dump. Is that right?
But we went to pitches.
And Lindsay, right? And Paulie's. And is Bradley and Debbie's and Casey, right? And that's Paulie's and Scott. And I think the only ones you don't really know, the one in purple is Markus niece Mira from Finland. Say her name again? Mira, M-I-R-A. So they all. Yeah. And Mira's going to be our...
Look here on Mira.
She's our daughter for the year. Our extra daughter.
Boy.
She's going to be an exchange student.
Go start in the...
Debbie, you're lucky at what?
Yeah,
That's okay. Brad calls like, wow.
I probably said, oh, that's Debbie.
One in 25, you know?
No!
Yeah.
Well, that's it. Especially for Tom. Macaroni and cheese.
I know, right? I'm going to go get them from Italian.
Yeah, operation on your leg or what?
No, I heard it in June, and then I got arthritis in it.
Arthritis?
Yeah.
You know what you do for that? Drink water, that's all.
Water?
Stop eating, drink water.
Comes right out of me, right?
Yep.
try to go over there, but I could buy exhaust systems.
Hey, wait till those load ship when they're going in and out of there. Truck drivers.
I can do that. Probably. Well, you pick the blueberry?
Walking around with the dog.
I'm gonna hit your cousin.
Paul! Paul!
How you doing, Howard? Yeah,
Go trust the hot bird. Trust the hot bird.
Thank you.
You can have it, yeah.
I guess I've got myself on somehow.
Why don't you get me a coffee?
Call Nina. You guys look alike. No, we don't. You can't start drive like that.
What do we call a big food?
She's ugly.
All right, Karen.
I may be ugly. You should.
I'll just touch my neck.
Hey, is that my food, son?
Great. Listen to Vicky. You loved it. You loved every minute of it.
Yeah, that's good, Andrea. Nice place to get
No, I took the wrong dog.
Like I said.
You don't feel like 5 years in
I like that one.
I just grandpa back you can sit. I got it. That's all he wants. Yeah.
Judy, are you watching your food?
Hey!
Judy?
Judy, your mother's.
Are you watching your food?
Yeah.
Want to turn my...
Ah, boss, that one.
Bring me a napkin when you come.
I mean, when you're dressing like that, you know, everybody's like, what's this inside? It was anywhere from 5 to 10 years. Yeah, now you're home twice.
There's hot dogs ready there. Okay, and there's hamburgers on the grill. Rolling? Rolling?
He's spitting beer on me. Uncle Roland's spitting beer on me.
Well, tell Uncle Roland.
Watch it.
Behave.
Well, sit down.
Oh, yeah?
No.
Say something to the American public. Come on. Come on.
Now I just push it again to make it go.
If you push it again, it'll say this is so and so, and you know, go ahead.
Here's Aunt Helen.
This will pick up everything you want to hear right there. The microphone. Want to say something nice to the camera?
Right in here.
Say something nice to the camera. And
Casey.
in other words, if you say it to the camera, you say all the people.
Go over there and get
Cindy.
all about 5 feet away. You'll have a beautiful picture.
No more after.
Come in.
Oh, the eye is still on you.
Okay, Linda, now it's on you.
Oh, God. Okay, that's enough.
All right, who else is laughing?
Your mother, come over this way.
I knew what was showing. Slyly turned around.
What are you doing? You're hanging upside down. You're hanging upside down.
Polly.
Yeah. Oh, baby. No, take the camera off. No.
29th and 30th.
Be a boring film.
Karen. Speech, Karen.
What's the matter?
To
Oh,
get
that's
Judy
Judy
out
in
of
case
the
you don't put your hair still there. Yeah, did Judy get in it?
Uncle Henry.
Always got to go to a wedding out of town.
Say.
This is your chance. Your chance to start
The
'em.
beeper went off.
We're out of town away. We're going all weekend.
The beeper went off?
Remember when we first came?
That's getting old, Cautious. That's getting old. He's every year use the same goddamn excuse. I got a lot of goddamn relatives. They like that date.
Dad?
Cholesterol free. Cholesterol free. Chicken or fish.
Turn him around to the camera. Say, Scotty, look at the camera.
I'll turn him around. Exorcist, head goes around.
There.
Say hi. Wave. Hi, Scotty. Scotty. Casey. Oh yeah, stick the belly out, Case.
Hi. Hi. Can you wave? Your sister's waving.
Bye, Scott. I'm gone crazy already.
We missed
Right,
it. Would
Kate? Drove me crazy, right? What did I tell you?
Oh, she said she's good.
Yeah, she tells me that in the store. I'm good, just like you, Mommy, just like you. Right? She told me to stop and shop. I can have gum. I'm good, just like you, Mommy. Okay, here they go. Swing step.
Yeah.
Well, you did another one in, Scotty.
Oh, boy. Is that what she tells you?
I was thinking, I thought of that, and I said,
Uncle David?
poor Roland. I said, when he had David stand there with him, David gets his finger sliced off in the car and ends up in the hospital.
So it is. You know, it's their roller coaster. Prone injuries. Accident waiting
To
to
go to
happen.
Jamaica Hospital, pick him up, he's still screaming.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Nothing. Tell him, give you a shot, let's get the hell out of here. I'll take you to the hospital in Long Island.
I never remember anything after we got to the hospital Long Island.
Andrea with her broken arm.
He's got his finger off.
Last thing I remember was they took our name and stuff. That was the only thing I remember until I woke up.
A new name.
CBS.
CBS.
My fingers been gone and
The old folks table. That's what that's the old folks table.
That's my mom standing there, right?
Right beside all the food. That's us. Getting away from the old folks table.
Are you camera shy?
Sonny, where are you? Get over here.
With her wet shirt? Who did that to her? Dad?
They work all summer and save their money, and then we're broke.
This is Uncle Roland.
No.
Not Roberta.
Thanks.
David and Evelyn.
Just move right along.
Cindy. And we have one family member missing.
That's where Dawn would be sitting.
There it comes.
Andrea wiggling her fingers. Linda.
I'll do like I did on her wedding video.
Okay. This is a family reunion.
Uncle Henry in his favorite position.
Yeah. But he's not yawning. Wait. Wait.
Yeah, it must be nap time.
Yawn. Karen, Denise,
Must be nap
and
time.
Debbie in the back.
Oh, is this how Brian learns about the family?
Yep. This is Tom.
Go home every night and you watch this movie?
Yes, we'll have a quiz later on.
That's what I said. He said
Flying plane.
true or false. That's right.
Their name is. You're gonna get stuck.
Climb up there.
Look at those
Little
eyes.
Scotty.
I wish I could climb up between that jail and down.
You would get stuck.
No, the jail is great.
Look at his eyes.
Wow.
Say hi, Judy.
Casey swinging in the background.
Say bye-bye to Judy.
Say bye-bye to Judy.
Get one of Mira. And Mira from Finland. How do you like it here?
I like.
Too hot?
Yes.
Close up of Nina. Real close up. So here's Martha.
Here's Martha, yeah.
Drinking her put on this good party. Huh? We'll put on this good party for all.
I didn't put it on. It was just arranged. this was the place, right? There.
Okay.
Ooh, cool dude.
Oh, give me a day. Give me a day to clean.
Marshmallows.
The Frenchmen talk with the hands there.
Don't burn them, girls.
Hey, did Paul leave with Brian?
No, they're out in the front. Uncle Henry's stealing the marshmallows.
In the bucket.
Put them right down on there.
Oh,
Yeah.
Blowing his bubbles. See if he misses. No? Very good. Oh. He misses.
Ei ne ole paikallisia.
Ei kaikki ole, mutta melkein.
Tamo and Uncle Marku.
Mä ajattelin, että me perustetaan tämmöistä uusia seura. Ei se oikein seura tullut.
Where's the understand?
Yeah, how much older you are?
Here, Wesley.
Papa.
Now he feels right at home.
I'm not ready for the gravy ass.
Shoveling the bullshit.
Yeah. Work for the state, you shovel the bullshit.
What do you think it?
You work for the state, you shovel the bullshit. Get used to it.
What the hell? You had no wedding again last night?
How many weddings do you go to? One a week.
Hi, Bri. Yeah, Bri. Camera.
Ruokkiin, tämä ottaa kaikki sanat. Että mitä?
Mä sanot sen, niin kukaan ei puhu mitään sen jälkeen.
Ei tarvitse kävellä ollenkaan. Sinä voi näyttää heti, kun se niin kauan kun tämä punainen valo on tässä, niin se ottaa kuvia. Se on vähän hyvä muisti muuten tulevaisuudessa.
Oli oikein hyvää jutunkertoja. Mä tykkäsin kuunnella, kun hän kertoi vanhoista ajoista, kun hän oli nuori mies. Ja semmoinen oikein mukava jutunkertoja.
No mitä se pikkuvauva sanoo? Se sauviostelee, ei hän.
and I was splitting meals. That's how bad it was. And it was, you know, they give me these kids just they had to be ready for ice cream scoop. Like, these are real good. Yeah, well, they don't know that. My mother was thinking to stop in. The guys would find us some work. And four of us eating that night. That saved my life.
I don't know where we're going to go. Have hors d'oeuvres and drink first. We fill up on hors d'oeuvres and then we have to buy dinner.
Trying to get you cheap way out.
Don't listen to him. That's what you want all of you to do. Don't listen to him.
Open the lid. Very quiet.
It's a good place to be from. I never lived there. I think there's only one golf course
Are you ever, can you get these people, I mean, their heads?
I'm doing a very good job.
Yeah, I'm just asking.
wake her up at 8:30 this morning. I woke up at 8:30. You know what time to get out of bed? 5 or 9. Frankly, it's a fryer out of it. He told me last night, he says, get me up at 8:30. As I startled her so much, you thought she saw him go. Listen, Del, I got you out of school early, so you can start with me.
You're going to be able to handle one plate all?
Hey, the line forms in the rear, you know.
You have to really pile that one up.
The rear's back there.
And everybody today told me to go to sleep till I died. They may want you to stay on your diet.
I told her the line forms in the rear. It's over there.
You told me there was somebody else that
Hey, Billy, you're holding the line up, you know. No.
He's a one-armed bandit over
Boy,
there.
he is a bandit, I'll tell you that.
Might come in. Really? Well,
I can see it.
Gary, how do you make coffee? I don't know. I don't make coffee.
They're on their second.
Seconds, you better get up here.
All right. I'm good at making coffee. You just take it to the company, right? Bring it to a dad, put it on lunch on Friday. Never mind. See if I have to bring it to you easy. You're a nice guy. There you go.
Well, the one, we got to leave long before that. Watch out for that guy, he'll steal
Is this thing still going?
Very light.
Barbara doesn't have to do it.
Brian showing down. There you go. Billy, show us around. Wendy.
Oh, they're gonna knock that one out.
Ask Vic where the brownie went.
Yeah.
One brownie missing.
They ate the brownie.
Daddy ate the brownie.
Let's see where it went.
David ate the brownie.
3 pieces.
Very nice.
Hello, Judy. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Okay.
Right now we're in Sevilla, just south of San Francisco, halfway south of San Francisco. San Francisco. Right now they're there. And Alice. How are you?
Oh no, I won't. I'm a professional.
You live that way.
Honey Pat, I'll zoom in on you.
You live that way.
Give her a hard time. Give her a hard time.
You live. My favorite deep.
I still am.
After her goodies.
Not
So
knowing.
good. You saw my favorite deep going.
Oh yes, I am.
We'd always go over there, Frankie and I go.
Hi, Judy. Chris.
You want the rowdy table? Right here. Over here.
Get over there. Hey, you know, I get paid for being on TV.
You should see your face, Judy.
I know.
That's one thing you should see. You're like, yeah. Turn the camera on now. And she's zooming in.
Judy, that banana bread must have been really good because I didn't even get it.
Yeah, but there
We had it. She didn't say I put it on the table.
there's Eric
Eric,
doing
get
what
on
he
the
does
film.
best. Eating.
I hate cameras, Judy. No, I hate cameras, Judy. Get back on the film. Yeah, there you go.
Paul, show us your New Year's Eve.
Sunday.
Yeah. Now it's time for Judy's picture to be taken.
Come on, Nina. This is the newest driver in the HANNULA family. Everybody get off the roads. Helen washing up.
halfway on the way when I go to